Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up? What up? Here we go. Here we are. Da, 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 da. What the? Da, 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 da. Yo, what's up here, Taryn? What's going on, buddy? We are here. We are here. John, what's going on, man? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully everybody is staying safe. UFC Perth Contender Series was pretty good. I watched most of it, but I didn't get a chance to finish the main event. I guess I should say I got a chance to listen to it. I really didn't get a chance to watch it because I was at work. Yeah, planning on doing something scary for Halloween. Oh, you're planning on it? Oh shit. Okay. I'm not a big Halloween guy. Probably going to Scary Haunted House. Damn. Okay. Actually, never done that before. But here we are live. Love a good scare. Hell yeah. My favorite genre of movies is horror movies. I love horror movies. I just don't have the time to do that other stuff. And typically I'm working on Halloween. Again, unfortunately. But what can you do? Let's make sure this is on. Yeah. All. There we go. There we go. Make sure you guys are slapping that like button. The fuck? Yeah, never wanted that. Jesus. You know. No. The fuck? There we go. There we go. Did you guys get a chance to watch Contender Series today? Like I said, it was pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of really, really good potential great fighters. You seen Paddy Pimblett arrest video? No. What the fuck? I sure didn't. No, no, no. Nope. Have you seen The Thing? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We were good there. Yeah, I love The Thing. The Thing's awesome. So good. So good. Solid Dana White's Contender Series night? Yeah. Very solid. I like the Polish guy that knocked out Muhammad Ali. Make sure you guys are slapping that like button. I really like the first fight. That guy, I can't remember his name now. I really, really like him. The main event was, I thought the fighter that lost his father actually looked pretty good. I made a mistake by picking the other guy. I didn't get to watch as much tape on those fighters as much as I wanted to. And yeah, I made a mistake by picking the first guy. So, Horace, what's up, buddy? Wonder what's the point of the Ultimate Fighter when you have a Contender Series? The only thing that I can think of is that they were under contract to make another season. I don't know why it's so dim because my light is on. There. That's fucking better. Jesus. Who do I have in RoboCop? Kopylov? RoboCop. I am a little worried because he does eat punches. I am a little worried Kopylov might be able to get him out of there, hurt him, and get him out of there. But I also think you put pressure on Kopylov. I just like RoboCop. I like RoboCop. Bro, Diego spazzed. I mean, I mean, his striking looked okay in the second round. He was catching them, but he rushed a guy with more experience, and you know that's what happens. That's what happens. Again, it went the way I thought. The experience is what showed. Muhammad Ali has a grandson who fights in PFL. Yes, he does. Kid's pretty good. He also has a grandson who's a professional boxer. So that's a combat sports family. Oh, 100%. 100%, yes. Yeah, it's, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he's pretty good. Hello from Spain. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. I think that's Spain. You should watch a movie called Horror in the High Desert. It's on YouTube for free. I can link it to you. Yeah, absolutely link it. I'll check it out. Ali grandson is pretty good in the PFL. Yes, he is. Yep. I think he's 3-1. I think he was submitted by arm triangle choke, but I'm pretty sure he's 3-1. Now, can't remember his name, but yeah, it's something. Oh, right there. Biagio, Ali Walsh. That name's ridiculous, but 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I think he's 27 years old. Yeah, arm triangle submitted in the second round. That's what it was. He looks good, just more experience. Fights a lightweight. Yep. The entire movie builds up to the last 10 to 15 minutes. It's worth the wait, though. Okay. It's worth waiting, though. Okay. I'll check that out. You said it's called, oh, his mom's a professional boxer? Hell yeah. Horror in the High Desert. Again, I'm so ready for UFC Perth. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Oh, God. I think the main event is going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be so good. So good. Where the fudge is this? Okay, there we go. Oh, what's up, Mix? What's up? His mom is Lolita Ali. Oh, okay. I like how you're optimistic about these cards. So many people complain too much. Yeah, it's just, to me, I've seen bad cards turn out to be some of the best cards. And I don't mean like they're cards of the year, but sometimes you find like cards or the fights of the year. You know, it's not like they're gonna like all of them are gonna be good. But did we just have a card that was supposedly bad just almost break the knockout record? I mean, come on. Jesus. I don't know. People just I understand at some points like they want to see fighters, like big name fighters on cards, and it's like, oh, you just look at this card, no name people, I don't know them, it's not a good card. It's like, no, that's not how that works. It's just not. What's up, bud? What's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. So many fans in general are too negative. You're damn right they are. You are damn right. Hope you're staying safe, Mike. Like, I know guys who think MVP is overrated. Yeah, that's crazy. It's okay if you think he's okay, or like you just don't find the appeal, fine. But to say like he's bad, or he's not a good fighter, or he's overrated, or his striking's not good, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. He's striking. It's good. Good. UFC should sign Usman. I agree. I agree. Fantastic, Mike. Fantastic. Yeah, it depends on how that Paul Hughes fight goes. I think they should sign both guys. That roster for the PFL roster. Let's see fighters that could come to the UFC. So it's 12-4, so let's not do that. Recent signings. Dylan Salvatore, Brian Battle signed there. Colin Lochran signed there. Josh Rittenhouse signed there. That's really it for that. Suspended fighters. Blagoy Ivanov, former UFC fighter. Talia Santos, former UFC fighter, obviously. And Carl Moore. Oh, he got released. That's what that was. Shelby. Whoa. Okay, so heavyweight fighters. So I'm not gonna pick anybody over the age of 35 just because it doesn't do anything really for us. So let's do Valentin Moldavsky, Vadim Nemkov, who just signed a contract, but I'm still gonna say him. Mowry, Steve Mowry. Marcelo Golem. I'm pretty sure you already fought in the UFC. No, thank you. Oleg Popov, who's 33, so I don't like that really. Nascimento, stay. Williams, stay. Romanov, stay. Luke Trainer, 6-1 in PFL/Bellator. He's 9-1 overall. He hasn't fought in a year. He's 29 years old. I like him. Sullivan Coley. His entire career is with the PFL. Simon Powell, 6-2, 11-2 overall. Razul Magomedov, who's 30. Johnny Eblin, of course, I'd like, but he's a little bit older, especially for middleweight, at 33 years old. I don't like that. Impa, I'd love to have Impa back in the UFC. I think that'd be awesome. That's it for that. That Gene, I'd love to come over to the UFC. That'd be so awesome. Masaki, who's 30. He's 11-3-1 in the PFL. Shamil, I thought he's 20-0-1. Shamil. Oh, this is the guy that knocked out Logan Storley, isn't it? Yep. Okay. So yeah, that guy for sure. Curious to see how Renan Ferreira does in the heavyweight division in the UFC. Awful. He'll beat some guys, but not good. Brendan Allen is going to go chrome for chrome with RDR and win a split decision robbery. No, Brendan Allen's going to get his ass whooped. How does Usman do in the UFC? Not good. Oh, Usman Nurmagomedov? Very good. I'm sorry. Have you stopped crying? I'm not even crying at all. Never did. Okay, you can go away. I know he got destroyed by Ngannou, but the speed at which he locked in that triangle on Ngannou was impressive. Yeah. I thought it was a little bit of a bitch move when he fought Verdum, and Verdum had the triangle on him, and he tapped, and the referee didn't notice it, and he knocked out Verdum. Like, he tapped. Is the GOAT of split decisions? Sure. I mean, sure. There's no really new argument for that. He has better striking than RDR. Yeah, but he's not even close to the same as the grappler or. But he has no power. Brendan Allen doesn't. No power. His cardio is not that good. His chin's wide up in the air. Not as good of a grappler. RDR should beat him up, especially if it's 5 rounds. Whoo, buddy. Whoo, buddy. Oh shit, he was timed out by me and you, Taryn. Oh really? I didn't know that. The only time I saw Hannon fight was against Ngannou. Yep. RDR is dog shit. Excuse me? Excuse me? Dog shit. He just beat up Robert Whitaker. What are you talking about? Dog shit. He might be a little sloppy with the stand-up, but he's also a grappler. His striking's not good, I'll tell you that. Time to off for 24 hours, me too. Let's see if RDR activity doesn't caught up to him. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But also, Allen just fought too. How do you think a 5-round rematch between Lopez and Ivalov goes? A lot different. A lot closer. I'm rage baiting. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Again, if you guys haven't slapped that like button, hit it. Or dislike. That's fine. It does the same thing. Appreciate you. Trying to look. There's not a lot of people in the PFL that is good. Gotta be honest. Usman, of course, is there. Archie's pretty good. I like him. Who wins, Gene Silva or Steve Garcia? I like Steve. How long did it take you to grow that beard out, man? Not that long. Not that long. If I shaved it, it comes back pretty quick. Comes back pretty quick. God, Kevin Lee's there. Yuck. AJ McKee would be fucking sick to be in the UFC. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. Hassan, who's 10-0, 24 years old. That's cool. He'd be good, I think, in the UFC. Jesus Pinedo, I really, really like. I'd love to have him back in the UFC. That'd be fantastic. Bantamweight, Sergio Pettis, I think would be pretty good back in the UFC. Ali Taleb's okay. Taylor Lapilus shouldn't even be out of the UFC. Makes no sense to me. Gotta be honest, does not make sense. Sidney Kavanaugh was 6-7 in the PFL Bellator, which means he's 3-0 when he signed. How is that even possible? I don't understand. Dude, women's featherweight is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fighters. 7. Diego Lopez versus Aljo. I think Lopez would be able to find a submission in that matchup, but I think it would be very good. Steve Garcia is good. It's interesting how unpopular it is. It's just because he doesn't talk shit. That's why. Like I asked a popular MMA YouTuber who wins between Gene and Steve, and he was like, "Who's Steve Garcia?" That person doesn't watch fights. I mean, that's clear as day. He doesn't watch fights. He watches big fights. Because Steve Garcia is really good. What happened to Hernandez? I guess just got hurt. I don't know the details, but I guess just got hurt. Hope he's okay for sure. I hope they do Lerone Murphy versus Diego and give the title shot to Ivalov. Ivalov will not get the title shot. He's pulled out too many times. He had his chance to fight Murphy to see who's going to fight Volk, and he pulled out again. I wouldn't love to see John Lineker back in the UFC. I agree. I think he's also 35. I just don't want to see that. Wouldn't mind seeing Thomas Almeida come back. Is Thomas Almeida winning fights? I don't know if he's winning fights. I gotta be honest. He's won. Okay, so he's won 1. He's won 2 grappling fights, but he's won one fight outside of the octagon against Taylor Moore, who's 13-8. No. No. No, no, no. No. It's also been 4 years since he's fought, and he's fought one time. No. Volt versus Ilya at 55. I'd love to see that. No, it was Pico. Oh, that's what I meant. Pico Evolov. Thank you. That's what I meant. Yeah. Murphy got the reschedule. Thank you. I knew that. I was came out of my mouth way too fast. Sorry. Misspoke. I feel bad for Thomas Almeida. Had a huge win streak before fighting Garbrandt, and then was fed to Sean O'Malley. Well, he was also destroyed by Rob Font. People forget about that. He was destroyed by him. Yeah. He was good until he fought Garbrandt. And then Gene Rivera beat him up. Rob Font destroyed him. Martinez beat him up. And then O'Malley flatlined him. And then yeah. I would need to see him fight some more. That's for sure. That is for sure. Damn. Thomas Almeida was supposed to have been the big thing. Yeah, you're 100% correct. He was 21-0. 20-0 when he fought him. Crazy. Rob Font versus O'Malley. That'd be interesting. I think O'Malley would absolutely flatline Rob Font with his long distance striking. Yeah. If David Martinez can find those shots, O'Malley will have a field day with him. Because he's so much longer than Rob. So much. Let me see. Rob Font. Oh, his reach is 71. Sean O'Malley. Never mind. It's only a half inch. Never mind. Rob Font's 3 inches shorter. It feels like O'Malley is so much longer. Okay. I still think O'Malley would win, but that makes the striking exchanges much closer. O'Malley should move up. 1,000,000,000% agree. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. %100 agree. He's too skinny, that's why. Why what? He definitely should move up. If he moves up, he might be able to bulk up a little bit. It's only 10 more pounds. And, let's be real. The wrestlers at 45, this is 35, of course, but 45, if you look, let's look at wrestlers at 45. Obviously, it's Volkanovski and Mavzar and Aljo. Okay, but who else? Let's be real. He'll be in the top 10 if he moved up. Murphy's a striker. Can wrestle. Striker. Allen, striker. T-City, striker. Aljo, wrestler. Mavzar, wrestler. Yair, striker. Diego, kind of a grappler, but not really a wrestler. Max, obviously, striker. Ilya can do both. Volkanovski can do both. So Sean O'Malley would do very well against Gene Silva, Costa. Emmett could give him a problem time because he hits so damn hard. There's a lot of good fights for O'Malley in that top 10. He seems longer. Yeah, it's 3 inches in height and half-inch reach. Because I really don't see him winning the belt at bantamweight. Yeah, I agree. It's some good fights for O'Malley at 145. Yep. Featherweight and bantamweight are kind of similar weight classes. 35 is all right. I just feel like it's missing that top guy. Obviously, Merab. I'm not talking about Merab, but who else? You have former champions that are kind of lingering in Petr Yan. Triple C can come back, but he's lost 3 in a row. Even though I thought obviously the he won the first round against Marab. Very close fight against Aljo. Argument that he won. So whatever. You don't really have that guy who's 100% a star. That's like, oh, Morales has to be careful. I don't think it's a gimme fight against Corey, but I don't think there's much to be worried about. You have to mind your P's and Q's, but I like Morab in that matchup. I don't think Song at this point, from what we continuously see year after year after year, a lot of hype, and then he gets these big fights and he doesn't do as well. He's 2-1 in those bigger fights. But at the same time, he's also lost like Peteryan. He's lost a Sandhanger by cut by doctors, which is weird. But I don't know. He didn't look great in the Cejudo fight. He didn't look really that good in the Chris Gutierrez fight. He looked good in the Ricky Simone, but Ricky Simone bad. Marlon or ICB, but anybody could have beaten him at that point. I don't know. That weight class is weird. Max is a lightweight, not sure why they have him at 45 ranking still. Yeah, good point. Emmett and O'Malley would be a fuckfest. It'd be so good. You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong. The featherweight is close to the lightweight division. There you go. There you go. I agree. Flyweight and bantamweights are kind of similar. Yo, what up, what up? I don't know what that means. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's like that top 10's not great. I don't think Cheeto's that guy. I don't think McGee is that guy, especially with his age. I don't think Phillips is. I don't think Charles is. Marcos hasn't been very good. I thought he robbed Davey Grant. Did beat John Castaneda, but still didn't look good at the end. Split with Yanez. Lost to Montel, which I like Montel, but Montel's 33. I just don't think he's the guy. He's a hobby's old, 38. Do you think Poatan would beat Ankalaev in the rematch? Yes. Imagine Pico versus O'Malley. That would be incredible. But again, I think that long striking of O'Malley would give Pico a hard time. But I think the wrestling of Pico could give O'Malley a hard time in those nasty body shots. Pico has a lot of potential, and people don't realize that. He has a lot of potential. Just about him putting it all together. Oliveira, I like. He's a great dog. At 19. Who else? There's some. And Talbot, awesome. He's at 27. Gene Matsumoto, I really, really like. It's been 2 years, I guess. He's had 4 fights, which is crazy. 2 in 2024, 2 in 2025. Ricky Simone's not. Raul Rosas, sure. Martinez, sure. He's younger, I believe. I don't remember exactly his age. No Syed, no Cody, no John Castaneda, no Cody Gibson. Rinya's all right at this point. Looked pretty good against Nathan Fletcher, that nasty body kick. Again, there's not a lot of fighters in that featherweight, bantamweight division that are even going to be here in the next 2 to 3 years. It's kind of crazy, honestly. By decision or by knockout, what do you think? Your guess will be my bet. I think the fight ends. I think it's inside the distance. I really like Poatan in that one, especially because of his output. And if he has more output, whether it's him that gets finished or it's Ankalaev, I like the fight inside the distance. So if it's under like 4.5, I like under 4.5. That's what I would bet. Pico Mike can't tag O'Malley stand 2. Yep. Pico would fuck up O'Malley with his body shots. Yeah. Honestly, and I think the best thing that could have happened to Poatan, for one, I think losing, but 2, I think, what is it? A break. He needed a break. What are you saying? What? Okay. Thunder. At least you can put that correct. I kind of see Pico O'Malley being similar to Chad Mendes McGregor. Interesting. I mean, I don't mind that comparison. I don't mind that. Not at all. Not even a little. You can see Pico getting O'Malley down on the ground and pounding him. Yeah. There's a couple of versions of that fight where like, oh shit, Pico, okay. There's a couple of versions of that. Let's be honest. With Pico being Mendes, O'Malley being McGregor. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Ba 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 ba. Why? I was gonna try to put a fucking thing on it, but it's not loading up on my thing. Very interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Because if it's just straight stand up, Pico loses. What do you think? I don't think so. Because again, it all depends what Pico's able to do. If Pico can get him against the cage, if he can mix it up a little bit, if he's just following him like Chris Montino or whatever his name is, then he gets beat up, 100%. That Pico body shot could do a number on him. That's what I'm talking about. It just depends on what he's doing. Is he trying to cut him off or is he just following him? If he just follows him, then 100% O'Malley's going to knock him out. 100%. I don't think it's even necessarily that close, honestly. Nikki Betts, what's up, buddy? RDR Hamzat? It was never happening. What do you mean? That fight was never happening. It was supposed to be RDR Fluffy, and they got pulled. It was never going to be Fluffy or RDR Hamzat. Never. Never, never, never. Boom, baby. What about O'Malley versus Yair Rodriguez? That would be a super interesting on the feet. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan at all of Yair. I don't think again not a huge fan of him at all. But yeah, I don't have any more actually. I gotta be honest. There we go. Sorry, what happened if RDR fights Hamza? Hamza beats him. I think RDR does well early, but I just don't think he has the cardio to keep up with Hamza. Honestly, again, I think he could do okay, but I just don't think he could keep up. So. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and I don't think Yair's chin's all that great. I think it's a bit overrated, to be honest. I agree, bro, 100%. Yeah. It's just, I think RDR grappling wise early could make that fight a lot of fun. I just don't think he would sustain. And I think that would hurt him a lot. If they fight, they fight. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I also seen a lot of people talking shit about the Canelo Crawford fight. I understand that people think it was boring. Fine. I don't think it was boring. I think it was just really, really high level boxing, and it wasn't competitive. It takes two fighters to make a fight exciting. Um, Crawford landed a lot. Canelo didn't. So I really enjoyed it again because I don't like the wait time. I don't like how long it took for two fucking fights. But I enjoyed it because I don't know if ever see a fight like that again. O'Malley Nair at 45. Good question. Yes, at 45. Yes. I think it'd be good for sure. I think it would be good. Ba 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 ba. Oh, is that what it was? There we go. Oh fuck. O'Malley, yeah. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if you guys got to watch the freaking again Dana White's Contender Series. Very, very good. Very good. Live mobile. But. Two. Fuck. What about Prime Barboza versus Yair Rodriguez? Who wins that? Ooh, Prime Barboza. Prime Barboza. That guy was so good. Yeah, so we were talking about the PFL main roster. That organization does not have great fighters. I mean, I just went through and picked fighters under the age of like 35. There's not many. There's not many fighters that's even really at good ages. Oh goodness. You have some undefeated guys, but they haven't really done anything. I don't know. Very, very weird organization. Very weird. Wow. Very disappointing. Because there's nobody. There's legitimately no one. See similar. I don't want to see similar. This thing just lies. Legitimately lies. Oh, this one is sick. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, that for sure. Fabian Edwards is good. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's that good. He's okay. The head kick knockout was pretty sick, but I also don't think the other fighter's that good. He's okay. Let's be real. No fights this weekend. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Oh, I'm not live there. Uh, oh, this thumbnail that I got is sick. Boom. That thumbnail. Jesus. Start a poll. How the fuck is that new? Oh, I can do it live? That's weird. There we go. Who does Aaron Pico fight in his next fight? Well, I would assume it's gonna be someone again in the top five, or yeah, top 10 probably. I mean, Murphy, he was very competitive with until he got knocked out. I mean, that's just the reality. People don't want to accept that reality, but that is the reality. Um, Gosh, he fights Lerone on short notice. That's so crazy to me. 11 finishes out of his 13 wins. Let's see. Let's see. 45. Aaron Pico. Are they gonna even have him ranked? Um, Loses to Murphy, like I said, which is not a big deal. Murphy's all the way at 10. That's just not true. What the fuck are we talking about? Wow, those rankings are all jacked up. What the fuck? Anyways, Volkanovski. Murphy's at 4. So you're probably, honestly, Arnold Allen. Probably Arnold Allen. Maybe you could do Pitbull, David Onama, Danny Gay, Giga, Pico Cater. Oh my gosh. Stop giving Cater fights, please. The fight to make is Pico Ige. There you go. Yeah, Giga, Ige, Onama, Shit Garcia, Pitbull, Allen, Arnold Allen. Shit, you can give him Yair Rodriguez for all I care. Honestly. Surprised they didn't put him in the rankings. Because he has to find the top 15. I mean, that's just nuts if he doesn't. Nuts. How do you see Allen Pico going? Pico finishing Allen? I'm not a huge Allen fan. I think he's well rounded. I don't trust that chin at all. I like Pico. And he doesn't really finish anybody. So, yeah, I like Pico. He might be the better striker, but without having that finishing ability, really, he doesn't finish a ton of people. I think Pico's power and his explosiveness would finish Allen. And he's quite a bit younger, I believe, too. Maybe not quite a bit, but I think he's younger, for sure. Arnold Allen. They don't. Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen. 31. Okay, so I think Pico's 30. So the age means nothing. Means nothing. 28. Okay, so 3 years. He'll be 29 in September. Middle, more than middle. He's only 2 years younger, not much of a difference. Yeah, the age won't be that much. But again, Arnold doesn't finish a ton of fighters. In the UFC, he's finished 4, 2 by TKO. Calvin Kattar was a knee injury, so that's 1 for Arnold Allen. That's only 1 finish. Dan Hooker, he finished, but there has to be an asterisk on that because Hooker should have never been fighting at 45. Never. And Hooker still dropped Arnold Allen. Still dropped him. So those are weird. Submissions, front choke, Mads Burnell, front guillotine against Alan Omer. I don't know. Yeah, he's basically a decision guy. I like Pico in that fight. Allen born 94, Pico born 96. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not a big difference. That's what I was saying. The age really wouldn't matter now when I looked at it. Yeah, it's only 2 years. It's only 2 years. I think Pico's said 5'8" there for Allen. 5'8", 70 and a half, so he had a half-inch reach. And I think he's a better wrestler than Allen. Dante Johnson versus Nick Klein. I'm a big fan of that fight. I can't wait. Can't wait. Dante Johnson, first round knockout, calling it now. Sure. Klein's been pretty tough, and he's looked decent in the first rounds of these fights. But I would say Johnson to win by TKO rounds 1 or rounds 2, betting-wise. What's Pico height? 5'8", same as Allen. Same height, just a half-inch reach for Pico. So, again, it makes that fight really interesting. For sure. What the? I don't know why it does that. Why does it put my lives? He's hungry, TKO round 1. The drop in weight class is dangerous. I agree 100%, PJ. Appreciate you. Smack that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe. I'm live damn near every single night. We just talk about fights, potential matchups, and every Saturday when there's a card, I go live, and I'm live for the entire thing. So check it out if that sounds interesting. Allen doesn't actually look 5'8". That's correct. That is correct. Yes. Dude, that thumbnail is sick. I think that's just sick. So good. Oh, baby. Ireland looks every bit of 5'9", 5'10". Yeah. Yep. But again, I didn't think he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be a little taller than Pico when I first read it, or when I first typed it in, But nope. Pico used to fight at 55 before moving to 45. Yeah, I don't like him at 55. I think he would do much better. He's going to do better at 45. Again, he was doing well in the Murphy fight. He was doing well. Bully Madison, what's up, buddy? Yo, what is up? Perry card that good? I don't see many good fights. Perth card? Yes. Perth card is awesome. We were just talking about this. Let's talk about it. Okay, let me sell you. Let me sell you on this card. Okay. Let's do this. So UFC Fight Night, Perth on my birthday. Let's fucking go. Co-main event sucks ass. Justin Junior Tafa, I believe, should never be in the co-main event. It's a fucking disgrace. I hate it so much. Anyways, Jonathan McAuliffe versus Oben Elliott. Oben Elliott coming off of his first UFC loss. Did not look very good. McAuliffe didn't look good on the regional scene. Head kicked his way really into a decision win against Kevin Josset. And then just beat Ibo Aslan in one of the worst fights of 2025. At least top 20. Just nothing happening. Very lackluster. This fight, I would assume, I like Oben Elliott in this matchup a ton, but I could see McAuliffe giving Oben some hard times with those kicks. His power for sure. There's that. And then Andre Petroski, Cam Roston, who was just on the Contender Series, is already back from the Contender Series fight. Now he's back here. Fighting Petroski, pretty heavier wrestler. Doesn't do great if he's the one getting pushed back. He's not great at being a nail. Rouston, it all depends. He fought Torres Finney on the Contenders as well. It all depends if he can stop the takedowns. Then we have Louis Sutherland versus Justin Tafa, Junior Tafa's brother, obviously. I like Louis Sutherland. He's the faster, bigger guy than Junior. I mean, Justin does have big power, but the speed of Louis, I think, could cause Justin a ton of issues. And then Brado Perisic versus Elisha. What is that name? Elisha Ellison. This fight is weird. I like Brado in this one. It's just a better striker. Ellison could do good in this. It's a hard, weird, neither guy. I think Ellison's combined opponents are 19-19. Brado's is somewhere, it's like 31-17. Something like that. But it's not a great fight. Jimmy Malarkey versus Rolando Bendoya. I mean, 5-6 for Jamie Malarkey in the UFC. 0-3 for Rolando Bendoya, which should be 1-2. I thought he beat Chaos Williams. Tafa sucks, period. Correct. Walkabout Perth, sell me the card. Not many good fights, as I said. Again, I'm not done. Andre Petroski, Cam Roston's a good fight. Jonathan McAuliffe, Oben Elliott, good fight. Louis Sutherland, Justin Tafa's not going the distance. That's going to be a good one. Jimmy Malarkey, Rolando Bendoya, not going the distance. That's going to be a good one. Skip the girl fight. Michelle Montoya, I think that is. I think she's going to do pretty well. Colby Thicknessy versus Josias Musasa. I really like this matchup, 7-1 against 8-1, both coming off losses. I like this fight a lot. It's going to be really fast-paced, really good fight. Navajo Sterling versus Rodolfo Bellato. I really like this fight as well. Sterling has not impressed me, but he impressed me with the knockout in the knockdown in the third round against what's that guy? Ivan Aslan, I think his name is. Ooh, that's not correct. That's not correct. Ivan Urslan. I was close. Not great, but this fight's going to be crazy. Bellato doesn't have a great chin, but he does recover at a decent rate. I like Sterling a lot in this matchup. Then we have Loma Lukbomi versus Alexia Tharnera, who beat Molly McCann, which means nothing at this point. I like Loma, but Tharnera is a really well-rounded fighter. And then Tom Nolan versus Charlie Chaplin. Jesus. Charlie Campbell. Campbell's chin's weird, does like to brawl, does keep his chin up in the air, but these guys are going to fight. They're going to go right in there. They're going to meet up. Campbell trying to put him against the cage, let his hands go a little bit. Nolan's just going to try to keep that distance and try to pick him apart as he's coming in or on the outside. Tom Nolan's decent if he's fighting where he wants to fight. Looked pretty good against Slava Claus as well. Campbell, I'm impressed with. He's 2-0 in the UFC so far. It hasn't fought great competition, but I like this matchup a ton. And then we have Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny. I love this fight. I can't wait. Yeah, Neil Magny versus Jake Matthews. Neil Magny's 23-12. Jake Matthews is 15-7. I like Jake Matthews in this matchup. I think he does very well. But again, another good fight. I don't necessarily know if it'll be a finish, but I think this fight could be pretty good. Jack Jenkins, Ramon Tavares. These guys are two boxers, two heavy-handed fighters. I like this fight a lot as well. That's going to be a finish. Jimmy Crute versus Ivan Urslan. I don't even know why Urslan's still in the UFC. And he just got almost finished by Navajo Sterling. I don't like this fight at all for Ivan. I don't like it. Jimmy Crute, 5-4-2 in his UFC record. I think he wins this fight as well. And then Junior Tafa, Ibo Aslan. Does anybody care? Should not be a co-main event. But Alberg Reyes is worth watching the entire card. The entire card. I think Jake Matthews is going to make that fight very entertaining. Oben is the only fight other than the main. That's crazy. Jimmy Crute is going to be a fun fight. Jack Jenkins, Ramon Tavares is going to be a fun fight. Jake Matthews, Neil Magny's fun. Nolan Campbell's fun. Sterling Bellator is going to be fun because Bellator gets hurt in every one of his fights. Josias Musasa is going to be great. Colby Thicknessy is going to be fun. Malarkey Bendoya is fun. I mean, there's going to be there's a potential for a shitload of finishes. Shitload. Tuesday, what's up, buddy? Jensen Jenkins versus Tavares is a banger that will fly under the radar. You're correct, buddy. Now versus Joe in the UFC Perth. Let's go. These aren't good fights. Non-contenders, I couldn't care less. Non-contenders, okay. They have to build. What are you talking about? Luana Carolina's number 14. Navarro Sterling's number 28 to 25. That's working their way up to top, that 20 range for big fights. Not every single fight has to be like Jimmy Crute's number 19. Now, I'm not going to say the co-main's good because the co-main sucks ass, but who cares? It's probably going to be a finish. Junior Tafa's grappling's ass. Ass. Not going to lie, I see a lot of similarities styles-wise between Oben and Mikhailov. Yeah. Can you beat Anshul Jobali in a street fight? That's craziness. That's craziness. Bully, I don't know what fights you're watching then. Because, some of the cards that we've had non-contenders on have been the best cards of the year. So, I'm confused. Oben is basically just a better version of Mikhailov. Yeah, I think, of course, the longer frame of Mikhailov could cause Oben some problems. I think if Oben's able to close the distance a little bit, grapple, I think he could do better, but it all depends on if he can get past that head kick. Brendan Allen might fraud check. Brendan Allen's not good. He's not fraud checking our RDA, and there's no fraud check. That's just not what this is. Brendan Allen's not that good. Especially, he's this grappler, but you know how many times he's been out-grappled? Even in decision losses, it's wild to me. Wild. Floyd called out Crawford. I bet he did. I'm afraid RDR is going to get fraud checked before he fights Hamzat. Well, Allen's not the one who's going to do that. And there's no fraud check. Just because you lose doesn't mean it's a fraud check. People have to understand the term fraud check. Well, because Canelo said Crawford is better. That's what Canelo said. Oh, yeah. No fraud check? Well, because, look, he's already battle tested. How many people does he have to fight? You go to war like you did against Robert Whittaker, you're battle tested. It shows your cardio. It shows your ability to take punishment. There's so many things it shows us. You think Gene Silva lost, not a fraud check? No. He fought Diego Lopez. He didn't fight some nobody. He fought Diego Lopez, a former title challenger. That's not a fraud check. A fraud check is Gene Silva being a crazy favorite, fighting some casuals, nobody, and losing. Or not looking even remotely good. Or decent. That's a fraud check. This is not a fraud check. Crawford said he's cool with Floyd. Yeah. Also, Floyd's not going to come back. He's fucking 48 years old. You better count his lucky stars, too. They have each other's phone numbers, Floyd and Crawford, yeah. Then maybe Bo Nickel lost against RDR. He's not a fraud check either. That is a fraud check. That is the definition of a fraud check. Bo Nickel should have never even been matched up with RDR. That is the definition of a fraud check. Yeah, Crawford's 38. Yep. Hyped to see RDR break with B. Allen. Tuesday, you already know it, buddy. Already know it. Yeah, Bo Nickel RDR is the definition of a fraud check. Because you have a guy that doesn't have many fights in UFC get boosted because of whatever. Hi, you, what's up? RDR is just that fucking good. Yeah, and also it's again Bo Nickel beats Paul Craig, gets a shitload of hype as if Paul Craig is good at all, and then he fights a guy that's a former two-time world champion in two division in another organization. We know this, and then he fights him, gets absolutely destroyed, and it's like, oh, that's a fraud check. Was it? Losing to RDR by itself isn't a fraud check. It's more show how Ben lost to him. Yes, exactly. It's a fraud check to Bo. Bo should have never even fought RDR. Yeah, exactly. 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 My gut tells me Allen is going to humiliate RDR. Well, that gut is wrong. He does nothing better than RDR. Maybe block punches a little bit better. RDR exposing Bo Nickel was so good. Dude, you have, yeah, 100%. Crawford is 37. He'll be 38 towards the end of September. Yep. Ooh, what is Crawford's bud? What the fuck? Crawford. Terrence Crawford. September 28th, the day after my birthday. The day after. Yep. RDR is close to a title fight. Yes, he is. Floyd is 48. He's not taking any serious fights anymore. Only exhibitions. Yep. Bo Nickel said Hamza wrestling is trash in a podcast. He's something else. Closer to 38 than 37, 100%. Bo Nickel has fight booked for 322. Yep. Rodolfo Vieira. I think Bo wins. I got same KO in UFC 5. Who do you got in Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili? RDR should have a similar game plan that he had against Bo when fighting Allen. In my opinion, hammer knees to the body. 1,000%. Tighten up that defense a little bit better. But, Jesus, yes. RDR striking is a little sus, though. Sure, he has good power, though. Appreciate you guys. If you can, slap that like button, share the stream. Super chats are always welcome. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Do you think Topuria beats Justin? It's not even going to be competitive. Justin might get a couple leg kicks off. Topuria, beats up Justin. RDR best asset is his grappling. Oh, yeah, 100%. And Allen can hurt as well. Can be hurt as well, 100%. Wouldn't be shocked if Allen got hurt with some wild punch by RDR. 100% agree. Topuria Crawford. All goddamn day. He's a better boxer. Topuria is good in the MMA sense of boxing. He's not a boxer. It's just different. It'd be like Crawford going over to MMA and fighting Ilya. The boxing's not the same thing. Distances are different. Topuria is talking wild. Of course he is. Gets him in the headlines, Gets him in the headlines. Justin Gaethje might be the one to derail him. Yeah, fucking right. Justin Gaethje, get the fuck out of here. Justin Gaethje. No. Oh my God. The guy that took one punch from Charles Oliveira got sat on his ass. What are we talking about here? No. Will it be exciting? Sure. But no. No. Not even a little bit. Put some respect on Gaethje's name. Why? What? What are you talking about? How many times have we got to watch this guy get hurt in his fights, even when he wins, to know that Topuria would absolutely slap him around? He would KO him so bad, his grandchildren would feel it. Justin Gaethje Rufus style might be the answer to Eli's game. You're rage baiting, because there's no way you think that. Gaethje is not the same anymore. Correct. I don't think there's any version of Gaethje that could have beaten Ilya. He gets hit too much. And he's not well-rounded at all. There's so many ways for Ilya to win that fight. Islam versus Della Mandalena. Islam by submission. Competitive, but Islam. People forget how good Islam is as a striker as well. Honestly, might have a little bit more power than Della. He might. Ilya's running from Armin. There's nothing to run from. You watch Joaquin Silva almost finish Armin. There is nothing to run from. Nothing. That striking defense is bad. Is bad. Not good at all. I was hoping Islam and Armin would fight. Those scrambles would have been awesome. For sure. For sure. Running from Armin. Are you crazy? No, he isn't running from him. Besides, Islam would beat him anyways. Yeah. I think Ilya's time is ticking and soon gonna get derailed like every hype train does. Okay. Okay, dokie. What do you mean Gaethje isn't the same? He can't take shots like he used to. That's what. Cannot take shots the way he used to. Armin hasn't fought in so long. Yep. Probably should have fought when they had him scheduled. Charles changed Gaethje. Yeah. Also, didn't look great in the first Viziev fight. Didn't look great in the second really one. I mean, obviously didn't look good at all against Max Holloway. Imagine Patty fights Ilya after Gaethje fight and he gets it done against Ilya. How wild would that be? I mean, that's more seeable. Like, that's more, like, maybe than Gaethje. The same people who said Topuria is running from Armin are the same saying Jones ran from Tom, which isn't true. Correct. Pereira versus Ankalaev 2. Pereira. Petty's huge for Ilya. Yep. John would put his ass whooping on Tom. You're goddamn right, Taryn. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Yep. Petty walks around at 190, 200 in off training sessions. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He eats himself away. I want to see John versus Tom. Me too. God, me too. Yes. Ilya Topuria boxing is good in MMA. Someone needs to take his ass down. He's a good grappler too. That's what he was before he was a striker. He was a grappler and a wrestler. Taking him down doesn't do too much. Ask Bryce Mitchell. Who do you think would have won the Gaethje Hooker fight? Hooker. John versus Tom probably isn't going to happen. Probably not. But I hope so. I think John doesn't deserve a fight against Tom now after all his antics. John can do whatever the fuck he wants. What doesn't deserve? There's anybody in the UFC ever that deserves, that would be John. Retiring doesn't mean anything when Tom Aspinall's done nothing. We're not going to get into this again. We'll see how Tom does against Gon. Gaethje Hooker sounds fire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How do you see Hooker Gaethje going? Potential fight of the year. Both guys getting hurt, both guys getting dropped. And I just see Hooker being able to dig to the body and figuring out Justin Gaethje, just putting a pace on him that Gaethje won't be able to keep up with. Kind of like that Poirier fight, but Gaethje I don't think is like Poirier. Tom gets past John within 2. Okay. Okay. Tommy just got taken down by a fucking kickboxer. What are we talking about here? We know nothing about his grappling. John is the greatest fighter of all time. I'm so glad I got to watch him in my lifetime. Yeah, we're not going to go on this Tom versus John thing again. I can't have another stream where we're talking about it again. I believe Gaethje would have beaten Hooker. Okay. Okay. You think Alex beats Ankalaev the second fight? Yes, I do. John has the spinning back kick. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Maybe. Tom would leave John in a pool of his own blood. Okay. Vivek, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What's up? Smack the like button. Smack the down button. I don't. That's fine too. It all does the same thing. I hate when the fight got canceled. I know. God, I know. I thought they said that Arman had a fight scheduled, and I thought they said that Gaethje had a fight scheduled. Walter Walker heel hooks Tom. He's fighting Muhammad Usman. How is that a fight that we're getting in 2025? What are you talking about, Vivek? What are you talking about? You seen the Walker round 1 sub is so cash. Yeah. Luffy, yeah, we've talked about it previously. I don't want to get into it too much because it's a bit of obviously a downer for everybody. And this is kind of a place to get away from life and politics and stuff. But only thing you say is it's truly devastating. Agree to disagree with what he's saying, whatever. That's a different topic for another time. But it's devastating. There's no point in talking about how Aspinall Jones would go because it's never going to happen. Walter Walker subbing Tom is a retard take. Hey, we have Tom Aspinall's been submitted before. I mean, it's not that shocking. We know nothing about Tom's grappling on the ground. No idea. None. Zero. It's not out of the world, Walter. Yes, Tom versus John is happening. I hope so. Tom got heel hooked on the regional scene by absolutely nobody. Exactly. That's my point. And not even a good heel hook. That's my point. Damn, what? I never knew Tom was submitted. What? Have you ever looked him up? You need to watch it. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's ridiculous. I hate when people are like, Tom is never training BJJ since he was a kid, so his BJJ and MMA is going to be good. Yeah, I know. Ben doing BJJ since I was 3 and gets heel hooked, by the way. Yeah. And then if you guys know anything about grappling and you see it, okay. No, I mean, the difference in competition is way too elite, man. I think in the heavyweight division, anything can happen. Like, you're right, but also at the same time, it's heavyweight. How about you grapple? How about you grapple on out of my channel? And say stupid stuff. The Marcus Jecha guy had been training BJJ since he was a kid, and look how he looked in the UFC. Correct. It's a dumb take to think because Tom got submitted when he was nowhere near as skilled and very early. Very early. Very early. I mean, 10 years ago, sure, 4th professional fight when the guy had 10. Okay. Again, sure, but he's fought nobody. Okay. I think Jones beats Tom because John is gonna mess up those knees. Ooh, I'm happy. Let's go. Do you know what wrestling is? Sure do. Thank you though. Wasn't even that long ago, you bozo. Getting submitted by Hill Hook when you're been doing BJJ your whole life is so embarrassing. How about the rest of these bowls? I was just reading the message if you're saying it to me. I thought it was funny. I mean, Lewis, you can just get timed out. You're just gonna say stupid stuff. You're not gonna contribute to the conversation. Nah, but Usman versus Volter is such an absurd matchup, man. Usman is so bad. He arguably lost his last fight. I thought he did. Yeah, I think the wrong guy got timed out on accident. I think the wrong guy did. I don't think there's a way if I can change that either. Talk shit, get timed out. Yeah. Let's see. What the fuck? What? Okay. Trying to figure out if I can change fans. No. No. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Power of the mustache. Aspinall versus Don Fry would slap. Okay. Walter Walker's mythical fighter, low key last heel hook was very, very scary, unexpected. Yeah. Don Fry, yeah, that's a crazy, crazy poll. For sure. Don Fry is a what? Don Fry is awesome. Awesome. Don't you disrespect Don Fry. I don't even know what that means. What? He's an OG. It's like that Tom Selleck mustache. That handsome devil. Yeah, again, we have a lot of fucking fights coming up too. A lot. Close to this end of the year. Um, let's see. We have the Octagon, which that Frederick Fosgrown guy. Yeah, that guy. Oh, you know what? Who was fighting? Oh yeah. This last weekend, Bellator guy. Is that ACA? I'm waiting November. Oh yeah. Oh, Rush Manfio lost again. Shocker there. Oh, Chris Honeycutt was the one I was thinking of. He lost. He was good for a minute. Didn't turn out to be too much. Sydney Outlaw won, but I mean he didn't fight a very good guy. Bellator guys stink. Yeah, 100%. They come over to the UFC and get slapped about. Except MVP, baby. Yep. 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 Except MVP. The blonde guy? Yeah, the blonde guy. Yep. Valentina versus Zhang Wei Li is going to be entertaining. 100%. MVP is English. He will never be slapped about. Let's go. So good. So good. Oh, yeah. And NUA won. Whoo, man, is he good. Holy shit. Obviously, Terrence did. George Hardwick also won over the weekend. Why did Ilya get timed out? MVP is op and UFC overpowered. To be fair, Ian, everyone. Oh, Jesus. Taryn, why did you get rid of him? Uh, let me see. I believe I timed him out by accident. Okay. Do you play UFC 5? Nope. I don't like the animation. Animation based gameplay. I do not like it. I do not like it. I like the older UFC games. The older UFC games. Yep. The fuck? Yeah, it happens for sure. No work today? Well, no work. I just got home from work. UFC 6 comes out soon. Well, if it's the same company, I don't care. If it's the same company, I do not care. Again, I do have a playlist out for the fight stuff that I've done so far. Check it out. I would appreciate it. And put it in here. Boom. Oh, oh. Pin. There we go. I shortened the timeout. It was 24 hours, but I changed it to 1 minute. Okay. What about Barber versus Karine Silva? I like Barber. I like her intensity. I like how she's consistently going. I like it a lot. Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear. Sorry to the guy timed out. Yeah, I just got home. It was okay. Slower, but it's all right. Yeah, definitely check that out. I was gonna do a fucking. I don't know why you can't do that. But it's a little after midnight. What about Tracy Cortez versus Blanchfield? I like Blanchfield 100%. I don't think Cortez is all that good. I don't think she's a bad fighter, but I don't see the hype. I think timing someone out 24 hours is it harsh? It just depends on what they're doing. If they're being rude, like Drizzy Go, you get him the fuck out of here if he's gonna be ridiculous. Blanchfield Cortez blows, yeah. Is it a bit harsh? Nope. It only depends. It only is harsh if if like they're disagreeing, but if they're being rude or if they're being like saying like just they continuously are saying like rage baiting stuff, yes. If they're being mean or racist, you kick them. Not acceptable. But I do appreciate you guys. It's like I said, it's a little after midnight. Appreciate you. I will be back on live tomorrow. I think I'm gonna set up a scheduled thing so you guys can smack that like button and all that stuff before it's out, and set your reminders for sure. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Stay safe. Have a good day. Peace.